Sorry, that's a mess. I want to talk about some NFL signings. Had a lot of them today. Big changes. We've had a lot of big things happen last night, which I should have done. I don't know if anything else really happened, but there's been a lot lately. So there was only 2 quarterbacks signed so far. Sam Darnold signed with the Seattle Seahawks for 3 years, $100.5 million, and Justin Fields signed with the New York Jets, 2 years, $40 million. It's a lot. And the quarterbacks that are left in free agency are Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Daniel Jones, Jacoby Brissett, Marcus Mariota, Mason Rudolph, Joe Flacco, and Mac Jones are your quarterbacks in free agency. And now in your running back position, Aaron Jones re-signed with the Minnesota Vikings yesterday for 2 years, $20 million. And the running backs that are still left in free agency, Najee Harris, J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, I think, Kareem Hunt, and Gus Edwards. And oh my God, there's a lot of wide receivers. So, Chris Godwin re-signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for 3 years and $66 million. Devontae Adams signed with the Los Angeles Rams for 2 years, $46 million. Marcus Mariota re-signed with the Marquise Brown re-signed with the Kansas City Chiefs for 1 year up to $11 million. Josh Palmer signed with the Buffalo Bills, 3 years, $36 million. And Damian Brown, I think, signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars for 1 year, $10 million. Tutu Atwell re-signed with the Los Angeles Rams for 1 year and $10 million. And that's it. And the guys and the wide receivers that are not in free agency, and the wide receivers that are in free agency still are Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Darius Slayton, I think, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson, Mike Williams, Elijah Moore, Nicole Hardman Jr., Marquise Valdes-Scantling, I believe that is, Brandon Brooks, Nick Westbrook, Noah Brown, De'Ami Brown, Tyler Boyd. Wait, no, sorry, I didn't mean to say De'Ami Brown. So, Noah Brown, Tyler Boyd, Juju Smith-Schuster, Nelson Aguilar, Mac Hollins, Van Jefferson, Alameda, I don't remember, I can't pronounce that name. Zay Jones, Justin Watson, Tim Patrick, Tyler Johnson, Robert Woods, and Tyler Lockett are your wide receivers in free agency. And now, a couple re-signed. Mike Gesicki re-signed with the with the Cincinnati Bengals for 3 years, $25.5 million. Zach Ertz re-signed with the Washington Commanders for 1 year, $6.525 million. Justin Hooper re-signed with the New England Patriots for 1 year, $5 million. John Bates re-signed with the Washington Commanders for 3 years. It doesn't say how much. And that's your tight ends. And tight ends that are still in free agency: Juwan Johnson, Tyler Conklin, and Evan Ingram. There's a lot to go through that happened today. Let's look at more news real quick on. By the way, guys, while I'm looking to see if anything else happened while we were live, go comment down below. Ooh, Zach Wilson signing with the Miami Dolphins. That's new. Yeah, so that's new. Zach Wilson with the Miami Dolphins is new. Okay. I'm gonna have to refresh somehow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refresh it, see if anything. Doesn't even say it on here yet. Wow. But yeah. Dolphins signing Zach Wilson to a 1 year deal. I'm gonna go update that on my post. And I'll show you the post when I'm done with it. Alright. Posts. Zach Wilson. Stop playing Justin Fields stuff now. I'm just gonna go. So yeah. Here's something. Alright, I'll show you the post now. This was new. This is the first time I heard about it. It's Zach Wilson going. This stupid cord. Hold on. Zach Wilson going to the Miami Dolphins. Oops, faded a little bit. Zach Wilson to the Miami Dolphins. If we hit 200 subscribers during this stream, I'll meet you guys on Gorilla Tag. Well, let's get back to our things. I don't even know if this is real or not. I'm just going with what it says because I heard all of this before. Actually, while I'm here, let me show you this tree. Cleveland Browns traded for Kenny Pickett and got Duran DTR and got Duran DTR, I believe his name is, in return. And then the Commanders got a trade. And then, and then the Colts signed Ward. I can't pronounce his name, sorry. And then Cam. By the way, once we're done with this, we might go play some Gorilla Tag. Here. Here. That's big trade. Big trade. Big trade. Well, trades and signings all over the place today. So, I don't see it, but alright, we just did tight ends, right? Alright, let's do offensive tackles. Ronnie Stanley re-signs with the Baltimore Ravens for 3 years, $60 million. Rick Jackson, I can't pronounce that, re-signed with the Los Angeles Rams for 3 years, $57 million. Dan Moore. Hold on, I got a text. But we will. It's about dinner. Dan Moore Jr. signed with the Tennessee Titans today for 4 years, $82 million. It's almost unbelievable how much some of these guys make. Morgan Moses signed with the New England Patriots for 3 years, $24 million. And last, Jalen Moore signed with the Kansas City Chiefs for 2 years, $30 million. If that guy pops in again, I'm going to say something when he pops back in. Because if it's my cousin popping back in, we'll do this, and then we will go play Gorilla Tag. That's kind of cool. So yeah, we're gonna get through all this football stuff. Then we're probably going to go, we're going to do this, and then we're probably going to go do, Gorilla Tag, or whatever you guys suggest. See, any big news? Oh, there's one new post for the NFL. Let's see, what could it be? It's a picture of Stafford's new wide receiver duo. until he comes back, whoever keeps popping in. Actually, I'm going to make a comment saying what we're going to do. Actually, I'm losing subscribers. I don't know if it's just you, but a lot of people are. I'm surprised that the Dolphins signed Zach Wilson. Anyways, let's go to the live. So yeah, we get through everything with the NFL. Then we're going to play Gorilla Tag, or actually, comment down below what should we play on VR where I can meet you. So yeah, we just went through all the offensive tackles. So, let's see. I wonder if I can start a poll or if it's too late. Let me see that. Oops. Hold on, guys. Yeah, we still have a lot to get through. Give me till we'll see 7:30. Actually, we can do this quicker. Yeah, but still 7:30. Okay, so the Arizona Cardinals signed Josh Sweat for 4 years, $16.4 million. They re-signed Baron Browning for 2 years, $15 million. They re-signed Evan Brown 2 years, $11.5 million, and they re-signed Aaron Brewer for 1 year. The Falcons extended Liam Mickel, I think, for 4 years. They extended their tackle Jake Matthews for 2 years, $45 million, and they released defensive lineman Grady Jarrett. And all Baltimore did was re-sign their tackle Ronnie Stanley. And the Bills look like they did quite a bit. They signed wide receiver Josh Palmer for 3 years, $36 million. They extended quarterback Josh Allen for 6 years, $330 million. That's one of the biggest. They extended Khalil Shakir for $60.2 million. They extended Gregory Rousseau for 4 years, $80 million. Extended linebacker Terrell Bernard for 4 years, $50 million. Re-signed Reed Ferguson for 4 years. They released Von Miller, which I'm surprised he has not gone yet, unless he retired. And now we're on the Carolina Panthers. They signed safety Trayvon Mulring for 3 years, $51 million. They signed Bobby Brown III for 3 years, $21 million. They signed defensive lineman Tershaw Wharton for 3 years and over $54 million. They re-signed J.C. Horn for 4 years, $100 million, which is the biggest for a cornerback in NFL history, I think they said. They re-signed quarterback Andy Dalton for 2 years. They re-signed Tommy Tremble for 2 years, up to $16 million. They re-signed center Austin Corbett for 1 year. That's it for the Carolina Panthers. Boy, we have a lot. Just wait till we get to the Jaguars. I'm learning stuff, actually, here. I'm going to learn stuff from this stream, too. Some of this I didn't know about, some of this I did know about. Alright, so the Steelers did sign somebody. The Steelers did sign a couple players, my favorite team. Kind of doing two things at once here. What did we just do? I think we just did the Panthers. So now let's go to the Chicago Bears. They signed center Drew Dahlman for 3 years, $42 million. They signed Dayo Odigbo to 3 years, $48 million. Or they signed, I think, $48 million. They signed defensive lineman Rady Jarrett for 3 years, $43.5 million. Traded for guard Joe Jackson. Traded for guard Joe Dunley. They signed tight end Jerome Scythe for 1 year. They re-signed linebacker Amen, and I'm not going to even try to say his last name, for 2 years, $5 million. And now let's go to the Cincinnati Bengals. They franchise tagged wide receiver T. Higgins for 1 year, $26.2 million. They signed defensive lineman B.J. Hill for 3 years, $33 million. Re-signed tight end Mike Gesicki for 3 years, $25.5 million. They signed T.J. Slayton for 2 years, $15 million. Linebacker Oren Brooks for 2 years, $5 million. No, 5. They released guard Alex Kappa. Re-signed tight end Tanner Hudson. Re-signed running back Samir Pirine extended Cal Adams, and they re-signed Cody Ford. Nothing about nothing about Jamar Chase yet. And now it's one of the Browns who barely did anything. They signed a safety, Tula Huffenja, for 3 years, up to $45 million. They re-signed defensive lineman DJ Jones for 3 years, $35 million, and they re-signed QB Jarrett Stidham, I think is his name. I don't even know. And now Cleveland I just did, I think. Wait, did I do the right one? I'm slacking, I think. What did I just do? The Bengals. I wasn't on the right one. Sorry. Now we're on the Browns. Extended Myles Garrett for 4 years, $40 million per year, the highest paid edge rusher that is not a quarterback. They released defensive lineman David Tomlinson. They traded for quarterback Kenny Pickett. They traded quarterback DTR. I'm not going to pronounce it. That's what the announcers call him on TV. So now you got the Dallas Cowboys who re-signed defensive lineman Osa. I'm not going to say that name again. I'm not going to say a name like that. For 4 years, $80 million. Then they re-signed cornerback CJ Godwin, and they for 1 year, and they re-signed Trent Seg, I think, 3 years, $4.5 million. Denver Broncos signed Talanoa Huffenja for 3 years, up to $25 million. Re-signed defensive lineman DJ Jones for 3 years, $39 million. They re-signed quarterback Jarrett Stidham for 2 years, $12 million. That is the Denver Broncos, not the Cleveland Browns. Lions signed DJ Reed for 3 years, $48 million. They re-signed linebacker Derek Barron for 3 years, $25.5 million. They re-signed Marcus Davenport for 1 year, $4.75 million. And they released Darkus Smith, I believe that is. Green Bay Packers signed guard Aaron Banks, signed Nate Hobbs. They re-signed Lisa McDuffie, and they re-signed Braden McManus. That's the Green Bay Packers. All right. Houston Texans. They traded offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil, released guard Shaqua Mason, traded for wide receiver Kristen Kirk, signed Darrell Taylor for 1 year, $5.25 million. They signed running back Dare. I'm not going to say that name because I think it's the same last name as the other one. For 1 year, $2 million. They re-signed defensive lineman Sheldon Rankins for 1 year, up to $7 million. They signed wide receiver Braxton Berrios for 1 year, $2 million. They re-signed edge Derek Barrett 1 year, $5 million, and they signed wide receiver Justin Watson. That's the Houston Texans. Indianapolis Colts. They